Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you, everybody, for tuning back in once again for another episode of Logic. Yeah, I just want to do a quick little video today. Got my son and grandson out there being good for the moment in the living room, so I'm trying to knock this out real quick. Man, there's so much going on all around the world. Prayers to all the people that's dealing with hardships, dealing with um, these hurricanes, these storms and the weather, the prayers for the people dealing with terror and war and all different type of struggles, and just prayers for the nation, the world, the state, families, prayers for the body of Christ. But today we want to talk about this video that's making its rounds, and somebody known as Charlamagne the God, who is for years I've been referring to him as Charlamagne the Devil, because he got a following and a radio station, and they reaching like 8 million, upwards to 8 million people, and his audience is a lot of black population, ages 18 to the mid 30s, and this dude used his platform to serve evil agendas, satanic agendas, and he real subtle and discreet. He a wolf in sheep's clothing, in my opinion. His name explains it all. He go by Charlamagne the God, and he probably think of himself as some type of God, and in Kingdom of Darkness, he probably think of himself as a high ranking official, but really he just a pawn, just a little sad little puppet, man, that sold out to the Kingdom of Darkness. But he used his platform to keep people under deception, like many of these celebrities do. And even his shirt right here, this is black magic. That's what his shirt say, and that's spiritual, and that's deep, and it go over a lot of people's heads. But they try to normalize and make this stuff popular. Jay Z used to wear a shirt that said "Do what thou wilt." That's a satanic slogan that they normalize and push on to their fan base. And this is pushing subtle satanic messages. And I'm calling this out, this video right here, just like I call out all type of other stuff. And I'm gonna play this video, and then I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna let y'all watch it, and then we'll talk about it more.
That ad they was running during the football games this weekend, claiming the vice president supports funding gender transition surgeries for all prison inmates and migrants in the U.S. That was nuts. I don't know if it was.
I wouldn't say nuts, but that was crazy.
That was funny.
I don't know if it was the backdrop of football, but when you hear the narrator say Kamala supports taxpayer-funded sex changes for prisoners, that one line, I was like, hell no, I don't want my taxpayer dollars going to that.
I definitely see that. She did
that. Ad was effective.
Kamala took a picture with a transgender, and it was this is what they were saying, that it made it seem like Kamala supports transgender sex changes in jail with our money. That's what it came across.
Yeah,
that's what they're saying.
It literally said that Kamala supports taxpayer-funded sex changes for prisoners. And
She
do about how she supports funding gender transition surgeries for all prison inmates and migrants in the United States. That ad was impactful. It was. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, damn.
Was it because it was during football?
Yes.
I think it was because it was during football.
But the last week, like the contrast of it.
Yes.
But the last week they had the same thing running on Tim Walsh, and said he likes tampons in boys' bathrooms.
I would not have paid that. I don't think I would have paid that commercial no attention if it was any other time. But when you're watching football and you just what the hell?
So I'm gonna break this video down, but I'm gonna play it again and break it down more. But they try to make it seem like this video was impactful because it was during the Super Bowl, or not the Super Bowl, but it was a football game. They tuned in. It's scientific studies about how when you focused, you were like in a trance type of state. Well, that's a whole different subject. But I bring that up because they talking about they think it was impactful because they were so tuned into the game. No, it was impactful because it's the truth. You know what I'm saying? And they picked a good time to air these commercials. They talking about a Trump commercial that was aired during the football game and how it had an impact. Now, for one, it's the truth. So of course it's gonna have an impact. But for two, yeah, you was tuned into your football game in a trans type of state of mind. And when the truth hit you, you saying it had an impact. Now, don't get it twisted one bit. Charlamagne has been authorized to point this out and talk about it on his platform. These people is puppets, and they only do what they authorized to do. They can't wake people up without authorization. Now, I say that because, I mean, that's the truth. But also, if you look at other celebrities who was anti-Trump previously, and now they're coming around acting like they support Trump. It is celebrities who have woke up to the truth and now are jumping on the Trump train. But it's also fake people who they support is fake. They acting like they switch sides and now they support Trump just because they know he gonna win. They been authorized to say that type of stuff because they puppet masters know that they can't stop this victory again like they did last time, and they know that it's more than likely Trump gonna end up being the president. So they trying to get ahead of it and have their little puppet celebrities switch sides ahead of schedule and act like they woke up to the truth and woke up to the reality of what's going on. So a lot of it is fraudulent and fake. And they had to get authorization to say that they switched support and now back Trump. And a lot of times they're giving orders to say it. It get deep. It's puppet. It's deep spiritual warfare going on. Puppets and servants. They serve the kingdom of darkness. They got to follow their orders and things like that. So Charlemagne, for years, he been deceiving his audience, using his platform to push deception. You know what I'm saying? He had Joe Biden on his show years ago where Joe Biden looked and said, if you having a problem deciding whether you for Trump or Biden, you ain't black. And Charlemagne just sat there, didn't say nothing, didn't get angry, didn't get upset. He just sat there and acting like that wasn't insulting to the black population at all. Like it wasn't an insult to our intelligence and a slap in our face. He been a puppet and a servant, Charlemagne, for years, and now he trying to point some truth out and act like, oh, I didn't know this and that. Yeah, you know. And other people, other celebrities, you see it like Snoop Dogg. He acting like he on the Trump train now because he been ordered and told to switch sides and to jump get ahead of it. And it's happening with other celebrities too, man. The truth is coming out like a fire hose, like many people say. And the deception and the mainstream narrative is being shattered and destroyed by the truth. And a lot of these people who puppets and been pushing evil agendas that they trying to get ahead of all this stuff by giving out tidbits of truth here and there and claiming, acting like they exposing this or that. A lot of them been part of it. It's so much deception going on. So we got to always be on guard. That's why I'm pointing out this video. And then I want to bring up again, the fact that his shirt is a prime example. His shirt say, "This is black magic." They got to put it in your face. They let you know they working black magic on you because they know we don't. Many people don't even know what it is, but it's spiritual warfare. The currency system that we use, the debt-based money system, is a form of black magic, creating money out of thin air and enslaving people with it. It's a form of black magic, you know, and lying straight to people's face acting like the truth is bizarre and giving them lies is also black magic. And all type of deception is spiritual black magic, evil stuff that they use as spiritual warfare against us. That's why the Bible say the battle is not flesh and blood, it's spiritual forces and wickedness in high places, because these spiritual the kingdom of darkness, he got a supply, an endless supply of puppets, people who will sell their soul for fortune and fame and positions of uh, power and authority. They think they gods. You know what I'm saying? But they serving the wrong God, and he one of them. You know, so that's what this video is about, pointing out this puppet for the satanic kingdom of darkness, and it's just despicable. I'm gonna play it again. It's only a minute long, and I want to go over some more that he said that was said.
During the football games this weekend, claiming the vice president supports funding gender transition surgeries for all prison inmates and migrants in the U.S. That was nuts. I don't know if it
I
was.
wouldn't say nuts. Crazy.
That was funny.
I don't know. I don't.
Now, what was nuts about it? What was funny about it? She just said it was funny. The other dude said it was crazy, Charlamagne, and then the other dude said I wouldn't say it was crazy. It's true. What's funny about the truth? Y'all shocked about the truth? This stuff ain't nothing new. These people support all type of evil agendas, and y'all support it by voting for them. And now it's funny and it's crazy that y'all support this stuff.
I don't know if it was the backdrop of football, but when you hear the narrator say Kamala,
It ain't got nothing to do with football. It got to do with the fact that you was locked in a trance, focused on your little distraction, which is what sports be used for, to keep people distracted. You sitting here tuned in and focused, and then you get hit with a reality check of the truth. And now you've been authorized to point it out because the narrative is, y'all can't control the narrative no more, so y'all being forced to report on truth whether y'all want to or not. And they use black magic to act like they on the side of truth when really they on the side of the deception.
taxpayer funded sex changes for prisoners. That one line, I was like, hell no, I don't want my taxpayer dollars going to
I
that.
definitely see that. She did
That ad was effective.
Kamala took a picture with a transgender. And it was this what they were saying, that it made it seem like Kamala supports transgender sex changes in jail.
They didn't make it seem like it. She do support this stuff. They just telling you the truth in they effective advertisement. It's not an ad. It's a small dose of truth. And you can't argue with the truth. You can say it's an effective ad and call it an ad. It's the truth. It's an effective dose of truth.
With our money. That's what it came
Yes,
across.
yeah,
Isn't that what they're saying?
that was
Yes.
yes. It literally said that Kamala supports taxpayer funded sex changes for prisoners. And it talks about how she supports funding gender transition surgeries for all prison inmates and migrants in the United States. That ad was impactful.
It was impactful because it's the truth. They do their administration and regime. They just puppets too. Puppets to the kingdom of darkness, and they support taxpayer funded transgender surgeries for illegals and prisoners. So we got to pay for these people to pursue their delusions.
It was. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, damn.
Was it because it was during football?
Yes.
I think it
No, it wasn't.
was doing because it was during football.
Y'all only pay attention to sports. So when a commercial come into your little comfort zone, a little dose of truth, bam, into your little trans state of mind while you focused in, giving all your attention to these sports and focused in on it, and then here come a little bit of truth. Yeah.
But
That's
then
what he's
last
saying,
week,
like the contrast of it.
Yes.
but then last week they had
Yeah, the contrast of going from entertainment to truth. It's a big contrast.
the same thing running on Tim Walsh and said he liked tampons in boys' bathrooms.
I would.
More truth. That's why Trump called him Tampon Tim. While y'all supporting the Democrat nominees and they wasn't even nominated, they was appointed by Biden Kamala didn't get one vote, not one vote last primary election or this one. She ain't got one vote from the delegates or the people, but here she is earning all y'all support. Okay, let's keep going. Finish this little 10 seconds.
Not have paid that. I don't think I would have paid that commercial no attention if it was any other time. But when you're watching,
Again, they call it a commercial, an ad. Yeah, it was an ad and a commercial, but it was a dose of truth. And you wouldn't have paid that dose of truth no attention if it wouldn't have came into your little comfort zone football game and popped your little bubble. And the only reason he is pointing this out on his station is because he's been authorized to do so. He probably brought it up to his overlords, and they probably, they giving him authorization to speak on this because they losing so much credibility. They got to start pointing out some truth to regain that credibility. And you see it happening, but if you don't got the eyes to see and the ears to hear, and you ain't spiritually awake and discerning what's going on in the spiritual arena, and all this stuff is gonna go over your head.
football, and you just what the hell?
Yeah. Minding your business, watching a little football game. Yeah, you hit with a dose of truth. So that's effective, obviously. Advertising journey, putting the truth out while people lost in their little trends of watching football. And it costs a lot of money to put out ads during these high traffic times and time periods and slots during the day. When millions and millions and millions, the more millions of people tuned in, the more it costs to advertise. And you can see all the advertisements you hear, a lot of that come from rich, powerful bureaucrats and NGOs and organizations. When you see why Kamala got so many radio ads and billboards and airtime, because as being funded by these all type of organizations that's pushing satanic agendas on the world, and it costs a lot of money, and they ads and commercials ain't effective because they not telling the truth. They're not being genuine. You could tell they trying to be so persuasive and trying to be genuine and real. They trying too hard to get you to believe they lying to you. And when it's easy to tell the truth, you ain't got to defend the truth. Just let it out. Let it out the cage. And it'll defend us like a lion. It'll defend itself. You can't argue with the truth. And it don't matter who bringing the truth is the truth. So that's it for this video. I'm glad I got to get this out. Kids out there being good. But man, it's so much to talk about. So much deception going on. We just got to continue to peel back these layers of deception over all these various subjects. One battle at a time, one day at a time, all day, every day, as much as we can. So God bless y'all. I love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Logik's View. Prayers, all my prayer warriors. I love y'all. Thank y'all. Prayers for the world, the state, the nation, our communities, our families. Prayers for the body of Christ. Man, there's so much going on. So God bless y'all. Thank y'all. Follow me on multiple platforms, please, in case they end up deleting these channels. Then y'all know y'all still have me on other ones. God bless y'all. Love y'all. Thank y'all. Peace.